What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the Humble Lector and today we're going to switch things up here and check out this KO version of the SHF Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And of course I'm just really excited to check this out because I ain't gonna pay $100 for the original figure, but I heard a lot of good stuff about the original figure. But as a Marvel Legends collector, it's a bit hard for me to spend $100 just for one figure. So I got this for about $20. I got this from Shopee, which also does get stuff from China. So it's actually very similar to AliExpress, and I actually did see the same stuff on AliExpress as well. And I did manage to get the CT version right here. So that is of course pretty exciting because I heard that there is another version out there which isn't as good as the CT version, which they have also done for the SHF mounts and also the Spider-Man 2099. So yes, without further ado, let's just check out the box right here. It looks pretty simple. You have your barcode on top. The packaging, I mean, nobody's going to really keep the packaging anyway. Mine came in not too bad. I know there's a lot of people that came in with bad packaging. This one isn't so bad. We have the artwork here, which I think is from the original, and also on the bottom. So there isn't any SHF logo, which would tell you that this is a knockoff. And now let's just check what's inside this box. Okay, so out of the box here we have the figure with all the accessories. So as you can tell, it's actually very similar to the original in terms of the whole layout. And of course the first thing you'll notice is the face. It looks very weird. And in terms of the hands, we have all sets of hands. Over here we have the mask taken out here as well. And now let's just remove it from the packaging. Alright, so here we have the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. But before we go any further, I'm just going to show you a brief look at all the other accessories. So we have the unmasked Spider-Man mask here, which does look pretty decent. And we're going to check out the hands here. So we have a pair of the pointy hands, which looks alright for my liking. So I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put Spider-Man at the back here first as we check out the other accessories. We also have the... Okay, this is a bit hard to take out. I'm going to take out the wall crawling hands. So we have the wall crawling hands here, as you can see from this. Put this at the sides. We also have the web shooters here as well, another pair right here. We put this at the side. We have the web grabbing hands. It's not so bad. And we have the cup grabbing hands. I think this is for the grabbing the mask here. So let's see if it's able to grab the mask. Yeah, it fits in really nice, not too bad. And we also have the fisted hands that we have on him. So let's try a... Oh my goodness. So as you can see, the pins came out. You can see that I think it's still not too bad to just plug it back in right here. But yes, as you can tell, so the joints, as you can see, the moment I took it off, it was just bad. So I wouldn't really advise you guys to remove the pins here. It looks like it's gonna be a difficult one. Okay, the right hand isn't so bad. Like, the right hand is easy to take out. Let's try to fit this in. Yeah, a little bit tight, but it kind of gets the job done. I probably have to put like some glue on the one here on the right side. It just looks like it needs to be locked in, but it is what it is. I mean, this is a KO version. I'm not going to get too much into it in terms of the quality of it, because that's what you're going to get. So in terms of the webs here, we have the long webs, we have the medium webs here as well, and another pair of medium webs, and also a pair of short webs here. I have one more, but it's a bit hard. It's stuck somewhere else. And of course, the main thing that you guys want to see, and that is of course the face here. So you can see that the face not the worst I've seen in terms of a knockoff, but it's still pretty decent, I would say. I think if you guys are into a lot of your sculpting and painting, I think you can do a better job on this. But you can use this as like your base here. So the eyes are a little bit weird on the right side. Left side isn't too bad, but it doesn't really look like a Tobey Maguire. And again, it's a knockoff, so I'm not going to go too hard on him. And here is the Spider-Man figure. So the first thing you will notice is, yes, the eye lenses here are a little bit off. I feel that with the right side here, meaning your left, it's a little bit lower, if I'm not mistaken. So it looks a bit out of shape. I think if you put him into some like side pose or whatever, you're not going to notice it. But if you're looking at him straight on, this is where you'll notice the defects on this. So this is how you can take out the head if you want to. And yeah, I mean, okay, it's a little bit of a challenge to put it back. Okay, so managed to get it done. So yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I think the shade is a little bit off. As you can see from the upper torso there, it is a little bit darker compared to the lower torso. And yes, definitely you'll see the plastic. You'll feel that it is made out of like some cheaper plastic material. Not too bad if you're going to put it far away, but if you bring it closer in your hand, you can definitely tell it's soft plastic. You know, it's going to maybe break on you if you twist it a little bit too much. And yeah, overall still a pretty good design. I mean, if you're not going to pay $100 for it, I think this is still pretty decent. Not maybe the quality of a Marvel Legends in terms of the plastic material, but overall still very good. I've had a lot of KOs where it broke on me when I first got it right off the box. This one here isn't too bad for my liking. So of course the main thing that you guys want to see as well is, other than the back here, the sculpting, his butt G-strings here is moving frantically. And yeah, overall I would say it's still pretty good. I mean, I did play out on the box from it, so not too bad. And with that being said, let's just go on to articulation here. So we have the upper head movement here, not too bad, and downwards here. And of course with the neck hinge, you can kind of tilt his head a little bit more all around 360 degrees and give some motion. It's a little bit tight on the neck here, and it's quite hard to actually remove the neck piece here to exchange it, maybe for mine. And of course we have some butterfly joints on him, and the hands can go up pretty high, very decently, not bad, not bad. And of course you can, I would assume, rotate it. Yeah, you can feel some squeakiness in the joints, not too bad. I do recommend to heat up your figures here once you get it right off the box, especially if you're from a cold country. Not too bad, yeah. And of course we have the elbow joints here. Doesn't really come out from it too much. We have the bicep swivel here as well, quite decent. And of course the wrist joint here, which is very, very loose on the left side. Just had to push it back in here. And also let's go on to the torso. So torso wise, you will notice there's a bit of a squeakiness if you switch it to the sides. Forward movement, not so bad, and backwards, not so bad at all. And going on to the hips, you can push out this much, pretty decent, and you can kick forward here, not bad. The knees again doesn't really break out too bad, I would say, compared to one of my main effects, the comic Spider-Man. And also going on to the ankles, you have some extra kind of plastic on his ankles here, but yeah, still, as you can see, it's still pretty tight joints here, and also you get your toe hinge. So overall I think it's still pretty decent. Now let's just do some comparisons just for you guys to have an overall look on him. Okay, so here is the comparison that you guys are looking to see. So in terms of the size, as you can tell, that the Marvel Legends is actually quite significantly bigger compared to the knockoff here, but I think it still scales pretty well together. As you can see, the colors are a little bit different. And one more thing I forgot to mention is that if you just wiggle the crunch here, you do feel a little bit of wobbliness in the lower crunch here. So they have two crunches on front, not too bad, and backwards here, but it's not too bad because, like I mentioned before, I have the, I think was it the Mayfax bootleg Spider-Man, the comic book Spider-Man, not the 185, the older one. That was just so bad that it broke on me the moment I took it out from the box. This one here isn't too bad. So for that being said, let me just go on to my final review. Should you guys get this? I would say if definitely you're not a Marvel Legends collector, you just want a good representation of and a full articulated Tobey Spider-Man, I think this is still pretty decent. And of course, if you do not want to spend $100, I think this is a great figure to use. But how long the plastic will last, that would be pretty something I cannot say, but overall I gotta say that this figure for a knockoff is actually a very good step. I heard a lot of good things by CT, and let's hope in their future figures here we'll get more quality stuff. So of course, if you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and smash the subscribe button. Leave all your comments down below as well, and I'll see you guys in the next one.